So the long-awaited XDefiant has now been in our hands for a few days now, and the community is pretty split over the new FPS title. Let's talk about everything we have so far. As we go along, drop your thoughts and opinions down below. Before we jump in, if you are looking for a new gaming experience in the audio department, consider Waves Customs and use code NERV7 for 10% off any purchase. But more on them a little later. Let's get rolling. So initially, I tried opening up XDefiant to run a couple of games about an hour or so after it went live. I was not able to find a game. I tried literally every game mode and no dice. I did end up squeezing my way into a game which did take forever to start after being in the map loading screen for about 5 minutes. I did get through. Anyway, I was able to get in and out of that game, but I was not able to find another one. At this point, I was thinking that this was not a good look for XDefiant, and all of the XDefiant detractors were given so much juice. Luckily, there was a solution to this. There was an option in the Ubisoft Connect menu where you can essentially scan and repair the game. If I'm not bugging, I do think it said verify game files. But regardless, it is essentially the same thing as a scan and repair. This took about 5 to 10 minutes or so, and after doing that, I have not really had any real problems ever since, which is pretty good, I guess. I know that is not the case for everyone though, including a lot of people that I run with. So there was a clip going around of Dashy, or Brandon Otel, a CDL professional player, literally probably one of the best Call of Duty players in the world right now, but it seemed to be that his take on the game was that it was horrible. And there is a tweet here: if the best Call of Duty professional gamer in the world says XDefiant is horrible, I'm gonna believe that guy. XDefiant is an objectively bad game. Netcode garbage, connection is garbage, movement is shit, registration is garbage. Regardless, you get the point. This is something that's wrong with the community. Yes, once again, Dashy is literally one of the best Call of Duty players on the planet. But at the end of the day, he is still a 20-something-year-old man with an opinion. So this tweet comes off as this guy heard what Dashy said and took it and ran with it. He also said a whole lot of nothing on top of it. That's essentially why I didn't even read everything that he typed. Too many people nowadays want to believe things just because someone that has influence said so. I can guarantee a lot of the XDefiant detractors are XDefiant detractors because their favorite streamer or influencer are doing so. Or maybe it's another Call of Duty pro player. If you genuinely think the game is bad from your own personal experience, I respect it. But piggybacking off of what somebody else said just because they have influenced, I think that's a little bit closed and hive-minded if you ask me. This next tweet here says both COD and XDefiant aren't good. Difference is XDefiant can simply update the game and the game problems are going to be good after a patch soon. Call of Duty is just not good. XDefiant is in beta and has bugs. COD drops every year for $60 even after a beta and is still full of bugs. And this last one here says XDefiant is so good. Finally, a COD alternative. Haven't played COD in years because SBMM. Shout out Mark Rubin, the GOAT. So tweet number 2, that is a fair take. I'll tell you guys what, I'll play a bad game if it's free. We've all done it. What I am over though is spending $60 to $70 on a game every year, hoping it'll be good, but it's bad. And I think the reason why a lot of people are saying XDefiant is bad is because they're expecting it to feel like Call of Duty. XDefiant is not Call of Duty. If you take the whole Call of Duty engine out of your mind and just play XDefiant for a couple of games, you can realize that this game has plenty of strengths. It does have its weaknesses, don't get me wrong, but yes, we need to understand this is not Call of Duty. And in that third tweet there, the key word is alternative. This is the word right here. Alternative, not competitor or competitive. What this means for those who don't know is something that is different from something else, especially from what is usual, and offering the possibility of choice. Start looking at XDefiant with this approach, guys. I've said it on the channel before, I don't think XDefiant is trying to steal Call of Duty's clientele. It's a game with influence from many other FPS titles as well, not just Call of Duty. And don't get me wrong, I will probably still always invest my money into Call of Duty. It has literally become a part of my lifestyle at this point. Am I disappointed in Call of Duty more than not? Absolutely. But I'm not on this weird hate train toward Call of Duty. I still really like Call of Duty, and right now, I'm trying to navigate the waters of XDefiant. Now, here are some takes from people whose opinions I value a lot and I run with consistently. I haven't played the game enough to give it a thorough take, but so far, it's mid. It's alright. We just have to get used to it. Now, here are some more in-depth takes. So XDefiant is pretty good, but there are a couple of things I don't like. The game movement is a little too slow for my liking. On keyboard and mouse, it feels like my damn game has aim assist. If we have any M and K players here, let me know if you're feeling that as well. I personally don't play mouse and key, so I don't have a clue. So this is part of the reason why I'm giving you additional insight from my squad members. Overall, it's a great game so far. Guns feel pretty good without pay to win shit like Call of Duty. Maps are well-rounded, fun to play, and easy to see people. What I would change for it is I would make the movement a little faster and not have weapon blueprints in the battle pass like Call of Duty. I'd say it feels new but familiar at the same time. It does need some work as far as overall hit detection and possibly a UI update. The XP system is a little slow, I feel, as well, but with the team already actively doing patches days into launch, I'd say the future of XD relies entirely on how consistent they are at addressing community issues while still making the game feel refreshing. The foundation is there, it's just a matter of how they build off of it. Definitely different from Call of Duty. As someone who plays multiple different games and genres of games, this feels pretty smooth. A little buggy / inconsistent at times, but it could also be me getting used to it. I'm not a fan of the lobby as it feels just thrown together. Snipers are very inconsistent though, so hoping they fix that up a little to be more accurate. Like how am I barrel stuffing and getting a hit marker, but I snipe a dude cross map in his toe and he insta dies. Other than that, I feel like this could be the next big thing in the FPS world, next to Call of Duty, if they listen to their players and make necessary changes to improve and only make it better. So I understand that is some confirmation bias on my end. Once again, I talk to these people almost every day and have known them all for at least 10 years. Just because we are all really close, clearly we don't all have the same opinions, which is fine. What I'm getting at here is don't be afraid to go against the grain. If you don't like the game because you don't like it, fair enough. We could easily all have the same mindset on this game, but that's not the case because we're adults. So overall, my take a few days in is it's definitely refreshing. And although it can be frustrating, I haven't had this much fun on a game in a long time. Not even just the XDefiant experience, but it seems like it brought some life back into the Discord calls even. But as far as lobby to lobby, things feel really inconsistent. Sometimes if I'm running a game and I am on 50 ping, that feels really bad. And if I'm in a game and the ping is 30 or lower, that's usually where it feels damn near perfect, in my opinion. At the top of the video, I mentioned my guys over at Waves Customs. Again, if you are looking for a new audio experience in the gaming department, check out my guys over at Waves. And these aren't just gaming in-ear monitors. You can use them for the gym or playing music like I do myself. You can get these fitted for your ears only just by 3D scanning your ears with your smartphone. You don't have to have any kit sent to you. You don't have to have any bullshit shoved in your ears. Not only does Waves kill it in the audio department, they also kill it as far as aesthetics. Maybe you want to rep your favorite esports team. Maybe you want to rep your favorite e-girl. Whatever you want, Waves has it in the bag as far as aesthetics and audio. Use code NERV7 in RVS7 for 10% off at checkout. Check these guys out. It'll be the first link down in the description. So what is your guys' take on XDefiant so far? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it? Let us know down below. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for sticking around. I'll drop 2 more videos for you right here. And consider subscribing as we chase down our first 1,000 subs on the channel. Let's go ahead and make it happen. All y'all take care, and I'm out.